Hey guys, PES2020 here, back today with another episode of the Prescot S.F.C Road to Glory. Today's game we take on Leicester in the opening game. It's Fogarty, Rusk, Pout, Kenny, Travis Hampson, Savage, Wiley, Ben Woodburn, Finn Hampson, Joe Burns and Jack Mills and Toby Hill are in the lineup for Prescott today. Leicester travelling up towards us. I think it's up. Don't get me wrong on that. I have no idea where Leicester is, so blame me for that. But James Pout will get it underway, looking for Jack Mills, who somehow comes away with the football there, and now Prescott are on the attack with Ben Woodburn. Travis Hampson plays it to Jack Mills, puts an early ball in, looking for Toby Hill. It's come down, and eventually Tielemans intercepted by Ben Woodburn. Woodburn for the opening goal. It's off the crossbar and cleared by Ricardo Pereira. It's long, and Travis Hampson heads it down, but it's only to Ben Chilwell. Here you go, back down the line, looking for Diabate. He finds Tielemans, Diabate against Travis Hampson, and it's Ben Woodburn who eventually comes back and makes the tackle and puts it out for a throw and couldn't keep it in play there, could the Welshman. Here come Leicester now with Damari Gray. He cuts inside, he's still coming inside, he's got so much room, is he going to try and get a shot away? He is! And he's not far wide of Paul Fogarty's goal there. Not the best defence at all there by Prescott. No one closing Damari Gray down, runs away from Ellis Kenny. Savage is there on the edge of the area, Wiley's there, none of them go and put pressure on him, and on his weak foot, Gray nearly finds the bottom corner. Here's Menkovic to Shars in the middle. He'll go and find Damari Gray on that right-hand side, up against Kenny again. Kenny, going to try and take him on down the line, but Damari Gray cuts back, puts it in for Iheanacho, who heads it down for James Savage, and he'll take control of the football, and the referee blows his whistle for half-time there. Leicester with the best chances of that half, but Prescott still in it. It's 0-0. Both teams have one chance, actually. Woodburn off the bar, and of course, Gray going just wide. But here we are now. It's with Ndidi back to Iheanacho, and Leicester will look to build on the momentum towards the end of the first half. And it's a ball, it's very wayward. It's eventually going to be picked up by Finn Hampson against Damari Gray there in a 50-50, and Finn Hampson comes out on top with the tackle and the throw-in. So it is now inside for James Savage, and he'll play it into the path of Adam Rusk. Here's Finn Hampson now, finds Toby Hill, back to James Savage, tries to get around a few, and eventually he gets a free kick there, and Siachu is not happy with the referee's decision there, neither is Tielemans. Savage there, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock on the shin there, and it will be a free kick for Prescott now. Let's take a closer look now, as now Jack Mills will look to take it. On the edge of the D. Jack Mills, yet to score a free kick in a Prescott top. Can he do so today? Actually, we're setting up a set piece, and Finn Hampson has come and joined in on this play. And Mills lays it off for Finn Hampson. He drops it back for Neil Wiley. Wiley, one touch, takes the shot, it's blocked. And it's right the way back now to Fabianski. He'll go long looking for Damari Gray, and Kenny is easily going to win that header, but heads it down to only Ricardo Pereira. He puts it through the legs of Wiley, and Pereira down the line for Damari Gray. Chance for Leicester here now with Gray. What a tackle by Ellis Kenny. It'll be a throw-in for Leicester. What a challenge by the fullback. Toby Hill is coming off, and he's going to be replaced by Callum Gore now, meaning Finn Hampson will go up top and Callum Gore come on this left-hand side. Throw-in now for Ricardo Pereira. Goes long into the box. Iheanacho heads it down, but it's picked up by Wiley. And he'll go long and finds Callum Gore. One touch and Callum Gore. Siachu against Finn Hampson. Only one man's going to win the race. And Finn Hampson past Fabianski and places it into the bottom corner. In the 68th minute, Prescott lead by a goal to 0. And it's Finn Hampson with the opening goal of the game. Prescott not really shown any attack in this second half. But when given the chance, Finn Hampson puts the ball in the back of the net. And Prescott have the opening goal in this fixture. Leicester's defence was all over the show. It's 3 against 3 when Callum Gore got this football now, as you see. And he plays a brilliant pass, just puts it in behind for Finn Hampson to chase. And Finn Hampson with his pace was always going to have the chance one-on-one. And he took it. So it's Iheanacho to get the half again underway for Leicester now. And they've got 20 minutes to try and find an equaliser now. As it's here with Ben Chilwell. Here's Diabate. Still coming forward with the football, got a lot of room to move, but he's eventually tackled by Travis Hampson, and it'll be a throw-in for Prescott. Here we are now, it's with Gray, and Gray coming back, drops it off for Ricardo Pereira. He'll put a ball in behind for Damari Gray to chase, and he picks it up well. James Pout can't get there with a tackle. Gray coming inside around Kenny. No, Kenny battles him and wins it, but Gray wins it back. Plays it to Durrami. And Durrami with the chance, and Savage is there with a block, and Paul Fogarty has it in hand. And he's actually going to go long, quick and wide, and finds Jack Mills and a lot of space there. Great find by the keeper. Here is Ben Woodburn. Hampson flicks it back for Callum Gore. Going to try and look wide again for Mills, but it's cut off, and now Pereira and Leicester don't have much time left, and it's already all the way back with Siachu, who comes and finds Pereira again. Here come Leicester. Shars looks for Durrami, and Durrami's in behind. Paul Fogarty's come to close the gap down and does, but Durrami cuts it back, and Tielemans with the equaliser in the 90th minute pretty much. Yuri Tielemans, the Belgium international, gets the goal that gets Leicester right back in the game. It's all square at Prescot Astros, and it's Tielemans with the header pretty much into an empty net. James Pout furious there with the defence there, not being able to shut Leicester out here with only 4 minutes of stoppage time. It's a great ball. Darmy got the better of Rusk. Fogarty does well closing the gap down, but there's no one on the edge to mark Tielemans, who has a free header on the empty net. As James Savage and Jack Mills, come off, and Daniel Clark and Joe Burns go on. Here's the one last chance as Clark fixes it on for Gore. Finn Hampson caught a bit short there with that ball, but it's with Daniel Clark, and he'll burst down the line. Daniel Clark, can he get a ball into the box? He's going to cut back, drops it off for Kenny. He'll drop it back for Callum Gore maybe. Ben Woodburn with the chance, and it's blocked by Siachu, goal bound, and Leicester come away with the ball and come away with a point at Prescot Astros there. Here at full time, it's Prescott who took the lead in the 69th minute with Finn Hampson, but the 90th minute Yuri Tielemans header is the goal that will help Leicester come away with a point in this one. And that does mean Prescott, we do move up a place above Spurs on goal difference to 7th. So here we are, we've got some contracts that we are extending, and James Savage is of course one of them, Ben Woodburn another as well. We've got a few more to go through as well. We've got Jack Mills, Stephen Caldwell and Daniel Johnson all getting extra years on their contract, hoping that can benefit them and their development. As of course, we finally get the deal over and done with Phil Foden, £25 million for him, and he will be coming in January. Sadly, we got it done too late, but we will have Phil Foden back at the club on a full deal. We're exceeded everyone's expectations. The media is raging on us as either. So the board is happy with Simon Deeley's progress so far this season in the Premier League. Hopefully he can continue to do that against Brighton now, where we travel to. Of course, the team is Fogarty, Rusk, Pout, Kenny Nisted, Savage, Wiley, Woodburn. Daniel Johnson gets the start, and it's Finn Hampson as well with the striker Joe Burns making the start in today's game. Brighton, of course, a team that tends to be down towards the bottom of the table, taking us on. We're a mid-table team hoping to try and break into the top 6 and try and get European football for this club. And Joe Burns playing up front today, hopefully he can do so. He's not scored in a while, let's hope he can get a goal here. As it's underway now, it's right the way back in Brighton. So Brighton, of course, had quick kick-off, and it's back already at their back three that they're playing, and Izquierdo playing at left wing-back. Interesting decision. But he is the danger man, and there he is playing a good ball for Houston, who's in behind. Adam Rusk coming out to close him down. Can't. It's a ball into the box. Kenny away, and luckily falls to into the path of Neil Wiley. Matt Ryan, the Australian goalkeeper, will go along now looking for Trossard. Kenny is in front again and winning another header, and Wiley gets it back to Adam Rusk. James Pout with the football, gives it to Kenny now. He's got a bit of space to move down the line as well as Kenny. Finds Ben Woodburn, playing a 4-4-2 our Prescott today. Wiley and Savage got a lot of running to do in the middle. It's a great ball by Wiley, who finds Luke Nisted. Finn Hampson, first time flick on is Daniel Johnson making his first start for the season. Cuts it back for Finn Hampson, and it's eventually blocked and cleared. Woodburn now continues to put pressure on. Good ball in for Finn Hampson, and Ryan's there to save. Joe Burns, I think, should have been the one to take it on, but he decided to leave it. Here's Wiley again, and Joe Burns gets Ben Woodburn in behind. Another chance for Prescott. They need a goal here. Woodburn can't cut inside, and Bernardo gets it rid. Only as far as Kenny, though. Savage puts a nice pass in for Finn Hampson. Can he get the shot away? Matt Ryan with another huge save there. And Brighton's still in this game because of their keeper, but Kenny looking to keep the pressure on, but it's cut out again by Daniel James. Now here's Trossard. Maitland-Niles in the middle now. Can't get around Savage as Woodburn. Gets it forward for Joe Burns. He'll give it to Daniel Johnson. 5 minutes to go till half-time, and Prescott having another attack in them, and it's Daniel Johnson coming forward well. Gets it to Finn Hampson. Can he get the shot away? And Matt Ryan's forced into another save. The Brighton goalkeeper's been on fire so far, and it's a Prescott throw-in now. Here we are now, Savage coming forward with the ball again. Got a lot of room to move. Got Wiley making a good run. He's going to spray it looking for Woodburn, who just doesn't have the legs. And the referee blows his whistle for half-time there. It's Brighton 0, Prescot 0. Prescot have had all the ball, all the chances, and just couldn't find the back of the net. Will they rue the chances against Brighton now, as they haven't had a chance really all game? Haven't had a shot. The Prescott defence has been immense at the start of this season. Hopefully that can continue. So, Finn Hampson gets the second half underway, and of course, typical Prescott tactic. It's James Poughton. He's not going to look long, actually. He's going to play it short for Ben Woodburn, who's got Kenny making a great run now. He's got a lot of room to move as Ellis Kenny. He's been working on his delivery into the box. He's going to play it short for Finn Hampson. Tries to lay it back for Joe Burns, but they're not on the same wavelength. Johnson with a ball into the box now, looking for Wiley. Cleared only as far as Nisted. He'll bring it down and give it to Woodburn. And Woodburn looks for the shot, and it's not far wide of Matt Ryan's goal there. Not a bad shot at all by the man playing on the left-hand side today for Prescott. As you can see, the corner dealt with brilliantly. Nisted lays it into the path of Woodburn. One touch, two touch, and then tries to bend it, and he's not far wide at all. Chance for Brighton, maybe with Trossard. He gives it to Maitland-Niles. Trossard with a 1-2 with Niles. Finds Izquierdo. And Johnson commits, and Fogarty has to punch it away, and Kenny brings it down dangerously, and it's full for Mopai! And he's not far wide there as the Brighton striker at all. What was the left-back thinking there? He's been terrific all game, and then does something silly like trying to bring it down and play out from the back, but it nearly involves Mopai scoring with that poor decision from Kenny. But Ben Woodburn is replaced by Daniel Clark now. Give it all in his left, and now Daniel Clark will look to go and operate on that left-hand side. Here we are now with Joe Burns, tackled by Bernardo, and it gets it to Mopai. He'll find Houston now, and it's 2 against 2. Pout getting back against Houston now, but he's done enough to cover and force Houston back. But it's Mopai now who's in behind Pout with the block. Down for Mopai again. He finds Izquierdo. Houston's in behind. Houston, and Fogarty's easily saving that. It's back from Nisted to Rusk now. Prescott have got 20 minutes to try and get a goal. Johnson, he'll attack this right-hand side. He's got a good path on him. He plays it inside for Finn Hampson. He finds Joe Burns, and Joe Burns with the opening goal! It's Joe Burns who finally breaks his duck after a few games without scoring. And Joe Burns opens the scoring for Prescott. It's Brighton 0, Prescott 1. The first half performance from Prescott is what this goal is for. They've deserved it all game. The second half, they haven't been as good attacking, but they have shown chances, been given the chance, and Joe Burns has taken his chance in getting his start there. Excellently worked from Prescott, right the way from the bottom right-hand corner from a Luke Nisted throw-in, equals in a goal past Matt Ryan, who's been terrific between the sticks today for Prescott. As you see here now, great first touch by Finn Hampson, lays it in, and Joe Burns curls it round Matt Ryan. Excellently done there. So now James Savage to be replaced by Jack Mills now, as it allows Daniel Clark to go play in the centre of midfield with Neil Wiley to see off the game, as the captain needs a bit of a breather. But can Brighton strike back? They've got enough time to do so. They've had one or two chances, nothing clear cut, but they've got to get themselves into gear now. And Maitland-Niles is the man that they've got to go through down the middle. Here's Houston now. And Houston allowed to come in, but Luton instead cuts it out. 89th minute, in again, away from by Pout this time. And now Daniel Clark will chase it down against Miles. And Daniel Clark wins it and lays into path. Daniel Johnson now on the left-hand side, coming forward. Johnson plays a cross-field ball, and Finn Hampson's able to bring it down and gives it to Jack Mills. Fresh legs from Jack Mills now. Holds it up, cuts inside. Finn Hampson with the chance, blocked, and out for a Prescott corner, and there's only less than 10 seconds to go. So, of course, it's a corner for Prescott. Jack Mills is on, so he will be taking this one. It looks like he's just going to float it into the 6-yard box, looking for Finn Hampson, and finds Finn Hampson. There's the game-winning goal. It's 2-0 to Prescott. We don't need to celebrate much. We celebrated enough with the Joe Burns goal, but that does seal the win for Prescott. And Finn Hampson gets his second goal of the game. Huge goal for the number 21, continuing the way he's gone on this season in scoring goals. And Prescott lead by 2-0. Very comfortable game. So a great ball into the box from Jack Mills here, as you see. Finn Hampson does enough on his weak foot. Matt Ryan got a fingertip to it, but it wasn't enough to keep the striker from putting the ball into the back of the net and winning the game 2-0 rather than 0-0, meaning when we go into our last game of the episode against Tottenham Hotspur, We've got a bit of room, if we do drop points, say, to stay ahead of them in the league, depending on how they got on, which obviously we're going to take a look at now. And as you see, there's the stats if you want to see them. But we're up to third in the table after that win now. Tottenham just behind us. Our goal difference is 3, Tottenham's is 2. But here's our team. It's Fogarty, Rusk, Pout, Kenny, Travis Hampson, Savage, Wiley, Daniel Clark gets his deserved start, Daniel Johnson, Finn Hampson and Toby Hill. So, the last game of the episode, it's Spurs. It's a big one. Again, we played them last game of the season. Last year it finished 0-0. The game that might have stopped us getting European football this season. Hopefully we can get some redemption in this one. And it's off and underway as Prescot continue with their 4-4-2, with Toby Hill being replacing Joe Burns up front today, and Daniel Clark replacing Ben Woodburn on that left-hand side. But it's a great start from Harry Kane and Spurs, and Kenny able to sniff and cut out the danger and heads it back to his keeper. So, Fogarty will just roll it out to Rusk. Here comes Dele Alli and Tottenham now. It's cut out by Rusk, but again it's a ball played in behind. The captain, James Savage, sniffs it out and just safely goes back to Fogarty, taking no risk, turning around with Harry Kane on his tail. Here's Travis Hampson. Johnson needs a running behind. He's going to try and play it and find Finn Hampson. Deflects, and it's picked up, and now Tottenham have it. But again, it's with Prescott now after the Tottenham attack. Johnson gives it to Finn Hampson, trying to stretch his legs and take on Vertonghen. Comes inside. Hampson can't drop it off. And it's picked up by Daniel Johnson after a mistake from Son. Plays it across looking for Toby Hill, but it's cut out by the Spurs keeper. Hill battling out there with Mora, but Mora comes out on top, and now Tottenham attack again. Kane. Harry Kane plays it to Ndombele. Cuts back against Kenny, but it's put in. Looking for Ali. Rusk clears only as far as Ndombele again. He's looking to try and cause chaos against Prescott here. La Cruz up against Kenny, gets a ball in, picked up by Fogarty without even bouncing. So Pout plays it short. Savage to Daniel Johnson now. Here's Finn Hampson. Finds Toby Hill. Turns just the wrong way, but manages to maintain the football. He'll play it over the top looking for Clark. Stoppage time is upon us. Clark puts it in and finds Finn Hampson with the goal. There's the opening goal of the game, and it's Finn Hampson. 3 games in this episode, 3 goals for Finn Hampson. Somehow winning the header in the middle there. Finn Hampson doesn't get many headed goals, but he'll take it there as there's no stoppage time added, meaning that was the final kick of the half. And Finn Hampson and Prescott will go in, leading by a 1-0. Harry Winks not getting a lot of the cameras there. He must have been the one that lost the header against Finn Hampson. You wouldn't expect it from a player like him with his stature of height. But Finn Hampson, Prescott, they don't care how it goes in the back of the net. It's found there, and it's an important goal, as it now means Spurs have to attack further. Great ball in by Daniel Clark on his weak foot. Poor keeping, and I can't see who it was defending it, Finn Hampson, but it was very, very poor. And it's an easy goal for Prescott, taking nothing away from the ball in from Clark or the header from Finn Hampson, but not dealt with at all by Spurs. Poor Spurs. So, there you go. Harry Kane goes back, and the referee blows his whistle for half-time there. It's a 1-0 lead for Prescott, a vital 1-0 lead. Can they maintain this and take another win against a big team like Tottenham? It could be a huge result for us. Not allowing Tottenham a shot at all either. 62% possession. We've been dominant once again in this game, and the confidence in this group of players is phenomenal. And it's going to go right the way back, and Eric Dyer, at the back, not for Tongan, as Fife was the man that was at fault as well for the Finn Hampson goal, is at the back with him. But Tottenham, they'll come out. They've got a good enough team to strike back. But here's Wiley and Prescott now. Here's Hill. Gives it to Clark, who's really come along this season. When he's given the chance, he's played well. And Clark with a chance, deflected and out for a corner now for Prescott at the home end. Here's Kenny to Clark. Gives it to Toby Hill. Holds it up well, turns, can't get a shot away from the striker. Still going, gets it to Daniel Clark, and surely that's a foul. That's a clear penalty not been given there, Prescott's way. Will that come back to haunt us? Mora with a ball into the box. Kane with a header against Rusk, and he puts it over Paul Fogarty's bar. And he's not happy there with Ellis Kenny as Paul Fogarty. That ball wasn't cut out. Johnson replaced by Mills, and now Neil Wiley coming off for the defensive midfielder Stephen Caldwell. So, let's see if Prescott can see out this game now. They got 19 minutes to do so. It's long looking for Toby Hill, and Fife wins it, but he's flicked it on, in fact, to Finn Hampson, but it's cut out and Spurs. Oh no, Finn Hampson's still got it, and gets it away here to Kenny. Clark, looking for a nice ball into the box for Hill, he's not going to get it. Mora wins the header, but it's only as far as James Pout. And he'll play a ball looking for Travis Hampson. Well found as well. 1 minute of stoppage time. Poor ball inside by the youngster. And Ali to Kane. That's 1 minute of stoppage time up. He goes back for Son. Ali. Spurs don't get the ball forward. And Prescott will take the 1-0 win against Tottenham Hotspur. It's a huge result for Prescot S.F.C. against Tottenham. That could help keep us third in the table there. Finn Hampson's header on the half-time whistle is enough to give us the 1-0 win as he celebrates there with centre-back Adam Rusk, who keeps Prescott a clean sheet as well. Perfect performance from the boys in red. And that does mean we stay third, 11 points so far. That's good news for us. But anyway, guys, I've been Finn21H. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Prescot S.F.C. Road to Glory. And I will see you in the next one, which will be episode 63. God, we've come a long way and there's still plenty of time to go.